Hello again everyone, and welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious, and today I'm going to be going over a few things related to the latest mayor election, Mayor Finnegan, and on top of that we're going to be talking about Glossy Gemstones as well as Kudra, which will be getting changes in the foraging and hunting updates. Before we get into this, I just want to say, we are getting very close to 70k, and more than half of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you could leave a like and subscribe down below, that really would mean a ton. Also, make sure to use code RAIL on the Hypixel store for 5% off your order, as it really does help out the channel. Without any further ado, let's launch right into this. Starting off with the mayor election, I've gotta say it's pretty contentious. We have Diaz with Stock Exchange, Finnegan with Peltpocalypse and 3 out of 4 total perks, Marina with Fishing Festival and 3 out of 4 total perks, Cole with 1, and Paul with 2. Based on this information, I think Finnegan is the best overall choice for getting Minister. The reason why is that Peltpocalypse has a new item associated with it, the Pest Vest. It's a new cloak, I believe, and it's pretty interesting all things considered. You can also put it in your museum, which is free Skyblock XP. This would be the last addition from one of the mayors that has not already made its way into the game. Marina is a good choice for number 1 in my opinion, because obviously you get the Fishing Festival, which pretty much everybody loves. In terms of Diaz, we've gotten Stock Exchange more than a few times so far, so I'm perfectly fine just leaving this one out for now, and hopefully next time or in a couple rounds we'll see Diaz again with Stock Exchange and maybe some more of her perks. Next up, I want to talk a little bit about Glossy Gemstones, and I've kind of already talked about this in a previous video, but there has been a lot of discussion about how the rates are a little bit too low. In order to get pretty much every single item you would want with Glossy Gemstones, you would need 432 of them, and this forum user posted about how this was basically a little bit ridiculous. Players on average were getting around 14 to 20 total Glossies per event, and considering there's 5 events per coal, and you're probably not going to be awake for all of them, it's going to take quite a few total events to get everything you would want. And it's also pretty interesting considering that the refined minerals are a lot more common of a drop when compared to the Glossy Gemstones, so there is a lot of discussion in the community about what the rate should be changed to, if at all. Personally, I would love to see an increase in the amount of Glossy Gemstones you can get, maybe not by a massive margin, but currently it's sitting at 1 in 725, I would love to see that become 1 in 500, or maybe 1 in 450. Lastly, I want to talk a little bit about Kudra. Recently, in the latest dev diary, the admins outlined their plan for the hunting update in greater detail, as well as their current decision to make attributes inherent to one's profile, meaning that all attributes will always be active. What this means for right now is that there is some current incentive to chase after practically every single attribute. I imagine that undergoing the change to the new system will involve quite a few nerfs and buffs for various attributes, and since there will be some form of compensation, and attributes will always be active, there is no reason currently to not collect them all right now, while their obtainment method is not particularly difficult at lower tiers. However, do keep in mind that the admins directly stated that this system is subject to change when it comes time for the alpha server to open with the foraging update, so there is some amount of risk involved. Overall, I imagine that we're going to be receiving some more information about what the future of Skyblock looks like when it comes to things like the foraging and hunting updates in the near future. At the end of the day though, my name's Derailious, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and look to the future fellas, I'll see you then.